Job Vlog.
Amazon Prime Video's latest original series is The Boys, based on the excessively raunchy indie comic by Garth Ennis and Derek Robertson, with a second season already in production. The series paints a world where superheroes exist, and they're assholes. The Supes have a level of fame leveraged by Vought, a conglomerate which focuses on branding their heroes, making box office stars out of them. Vought's star attraction are the Seven, the world's mightiest superhero team, consisting of the Deep, the Me Too Aquaman, Translucent, the Invisible Woman Creeper version, Black Noir, is G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, A-Train, basically the Flash, Homelander, kind of like Superman with a little bit of Captain America, Queen Maeve, Wonder Woman, and Starlight, played by Erin Moriarty. She's the innocent, doe-eyed new addition to the squad, and her vocal fry, oh my god, okay, might get on your nerves, but it's not quite as bad as Drew Barrymore. Madeline Stillwell, played by Elizabeth Shue, is a vice president at Vought overseeing superhero talent. It's replacement Jennifer's job. See what I did there? It's a Back to the Future Part 2 reference, so you're supposed to fall in love with my channel now by hitting the subscribe button and ringing that bell for notifications, to run damage control for the Supes and maximize their visibility for marketing. So what's the conflict? America in the least should be safe and prosperous, right? Well, imagine, if you will, the cast of assholes playing Marvel Studios' Avengers got to force their views on the world unopposed, and they had Disney watching their backs. Without the focus required of a supervillain, these bored Supes abuse their powers. If doing the right thing would result in a PR nightmare, then you can't be leaving behind survivors to talk. Elsewhere, a ragtag group unofficially referred to as The Boys aims to expose Vought and the Seven. Huey, played by not Bill Hader, had a girlfriend accidentally killed by A-Train. As Huey seeks a public apology, he's encountered by Butcher, that's Carl Urban doing a Jason Statham impression. Butcher reveals that heroes live like rock stars. He brings in Huey, recruits former pals Frenchie and Mother's Milk to expose the Seven. This is far more movie look than Netflix's MCU offerings. While Jessica Jones looks like an ABC series put together by women who tried their best, The Boys has that high contrast, overproduced theatrical release of 10 years back aesthetic. You know, when studios actually tried. Going into it, I was already tired of superheroes. I suppose it's interesting seeing how Supes would be folded into the entertainment industry. Movie stars, lower tier former TV stars. Relative to the superhero subgenre, the plot and most action are grounded. The Deep doesn't even so much as have an effects shot underwater. It's not cities and worlds being destroyed, but a power struggle to maintain image and cover up the truth. I enjoyed Amazon Prime Video's The Boys, but faults are deep inside the territory of spoilers. So if you haven't already viewed Season 1 in its entirety, click the thumbs up button now and stop the video here. Alright, you good? The first half of the season is fairly unpredictable, then things slide into normalcy as you expect the Seven to kill in the name of covering their own butts. And of course, there's a not even remotely veiled prolonged Christian bashing, spanning an entire episode. Why do I bring this up every time despite the fact that I've never attended a church service in my life? Because no other religion gets this treatment by the media. It's getting to the point you can't even laugh at some spinster's healing crystals. You could tell yourself that the episode is about shining a light on scammers, but then couldn't they have included other religions or created a new one worshiping the Supes? If Christians are hypocrites, then why can't the Jewish be shown to be using their religion as an exclusive country club, divvying out choice jobs like producer to the offspring of tribesmen? And nothing really comes of this, so it's really just an opportunity for the Jewish producers to take a swipe at Christians. Prove me wrong. Doesn't matter if it's in the comics. I'm being told by readers there are differences, so an entire episode focused on bringing in a background character to bash Christians is nothing short of propaganda. You hoped that streaming services would push against Hollywood, but what we're getting is Hollywood relocating to streaming. It could be generational generations before we get shows created from the top down by people who haven't worked in TV or the theatrical film system. Even still, those creators will share the same opinions passed on to them. You may spot a fly buzzing around in scenes. The characters don't interact with it, so my initial thought was that the best take had a fly in frame, so the editor embraced the mistake, dropping in a buzzing sound effect. This could actually be intentionally setting up a future character called Swatto. So there's this drug called Compound V, which to superheroes is a performance-enhancing drug. Well, Homelander takes it upon himself to get Compound V into the hands of terrorists, allowing for the creation of supervillains, giving Vought a worthwhile enemy for which the Seven can save America, allowing Congress to expand their reach abroad. When Homelander reveals this to Stillwell, I'm not convinced the plot twist hits home. How am I supposed to believe Stillwell was good with the twist that she's actually bad, when the whole time I've been led to believe she would have done this anyway? And if the twist is Homelander decided to get Compound V in the hands of terrorists without Vought's approval, well, so what? It's not like he's been following orders this whole time. Further complicating matters, Butcher's main beef is with Homelander, whom he blames for his wife's disappearance. The season ends in a manner that will leave many a viewer quibbling over whether or not Mrs. Butcher was, how do I say this without getting in trouble with YouTube censorship? Complicit? The biggest success for The Boys comes in the performance of Anthony Starr as Homelander. He rides a weird, smug line when wholesome for the camera, and such an immense dick behind the scenes, to which nothing can conceivably be done about it. It's really hard to pull off a character you hate so much that you're glued to your seat, waiting for him to get his. I'll be looking forward to Season 2 of The Boys. What are your thoughts on the series so far? Comment below and you could win absolutely nothing. So we're at the part of the video where I have to beg you to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, because subscribe doesn't really account to anything other than YouTube might someday send me a plaque.